It's giving creepy. Am I the only person on this boat? Can I get up? Where are we going? Up.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
It's not giving instructions. It's gated out. Why they build this house like this? Like
I lived here until I was
Dr.
11,
Seuss.
but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms. Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately. I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
Hmm.
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
I'm not sure what path would lead me to the house, but it did look like it split.
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
Is it gonna run away? It need to, cause if I saw some shit like that in real life, I would have dipped. Ooh.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
Oh, there's the house. I wonder if we would have got the same story if we went down that path. It's missing. We're in Washington. Look at
The
that
house was
shit.
exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
Oh, missing flyers all over the place. Is that her brother? Can we go look at this thing?
I asked Edie once about the dragon in the pond. She said it had killed her husband. I was 6. It seemed like an odd joke to me, even then.
Is it a slide? Why didn't they have it removed? Were they swimming in the pond? Oh, I need you to put a little pep in your step, girl.
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words. Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
You're 17.
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't. Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
Hmm. Not you going in through the doggy
Crawling through the
door.
doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
She ain't never seen Scream. I would have been horrified. There's a lot of shit still in here. I would have came back to this house.
The power had been turned off the night we left. For the first time in years,
She ain't been there in since 2010.
I felt like I was home.
Got books everywhere. Cookbooks in the kitchen make sense.
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
Edith, Eddie, Dawn, and Lewis. Edith, Edie, Dawn, and Lewis. I thought that shit said Eddie. Lewis died in 2010. Slept up.
Like how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot. Or how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
If somebody was gonna make an apple pie. Oh my god. I would get sick of eating salmon too. Why y'all have so much?
The table was still a wreck from the night we left.
Y'all ain't cleaned
It
this
was like
shit
a
up in
bomb
10
had gone
years.
off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
So y'all got angry and left exactly where y'all food was. And y'all left grandma in her wheelchair.
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
Hmm.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth. Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
The words are super dynamic. What y'all reading? A Good Table, The Sublime Suffer, Fanny Farmer Jr. Cookbook, Raphael. Are these all cookbooks? The Metamorphosis in Awe, Swedish Folk Tales, The King in Yellow, The Big Book of Homeschooling, Swan's Way, The Curse and Wise Woman, The Book of Wonder, 50, 51 Tales. Okay. They some readers. They got books everywhere.
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Hmm. Wait, go back. Oh, I can't turn it. That's the kitchen.
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
What's this?
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
Yeah. Oh, damn, like, we can't get in there?
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
What?
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
So they just kept her room around? Oh, this one is open.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up. Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
So the key opened that?
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of. From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me. Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan.
They got OG stained glass.
But I had no idea what was behind that door. Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
Owl thingy. This is Molly's room from the 40s, so I imagine nothing changed since the 40s. Oh, grab it.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
So now we are Molly.
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Okay.
My Halloween candy was all gone. Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
Hmm.
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
Why would you eat that?
I kept eating and eating.
The toothpaste?
I ate a lot of things that night.
Now, are those even real? Those don't even look real.
Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat.
Now jump? Okay.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
What am I supposed to jump on now?
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
Why she got on this hat in bed? Is that a lighthouse? Where's the bird?
I jumped and I almost got her. I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird. I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
Do I hear teeth nibbling? Oh yeah, I do hear teeth.
Rabbits.
Sit in the grass. There it is.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up,
Why
and I
did-
didn't chew one
Why did she
bit.
visualize all this as
Then
a
I flew
child?
off to find something bigger.
Something bigger than a rabbit? And you just ate a bird?
A mama rabbit.
Did I miss it? I missed it. Ah, I missed it again. There we go.
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating.
Mm-mm.
And suddenly, I was a shark.
Oh my god. Where am I supposed to go? Can you breathe?
I rolled off the cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever.
Was that a boat? Go back down, point down.
I wanted fat, juicy seals.
Oh my god. Where's the seal? There's one.
I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
Why this little girl is imagining the murder of animals? This isn't a sign. And it's just bleeding. Oh my god. Where did it go? There it is. Oh my god.
I grabbed on tight, but I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
What is that?
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere. was big, but I mean real quiet.
Can we eat him?
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't. After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And to cross the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it. I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
Ugh, you're in the bathroom? How do I get out of here?
I got closer and closer. All of my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to be, and we both know I will be delicious.
Oh no. So she ate herself?
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have. I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here before my mom sealed the doors.
I would never let the bitch seal the door. We can't go in the bathroom. You want us to crawl out the window? At least we can walk right here now.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
So the house is just abandoned. Y'all didn't lock anything up.
I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room. Her room was like a museum. For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse his wife Ingeborg, and their newborn son, Johann.
When I press down on this controller, it's like resisting.
On January
Like it's
7th,
the actual
1937,
picture
he set
camera.
sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house. Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
You lock this door too. What are y'all reading in here? In Water Black, The Devil's Flame, On Memory, The Illusion of Life, The Odyssey. Oh, she was making a thing for her brother and she never finished it. So she made all these pictures and stuff.
Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
So the grandmother
Edie knit
made
me a
all
new
these.
pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones. Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious. I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time.
My friend Bitford Random John Cone movies, Sam, Medal Ceremony, Sam's award photo, Molly Concepts, mural sketches. Edie won't go.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
Barbara Concepts. Then what's this? Edith Finch. 1937.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon,
And
she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
okay. So yeah, they was gonna swim in the dragon. So he built the slide. That's the first problem. Am I you not gonna write his name down?
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Not the floor is carpet. I don't like this. This texture. This ducks, a frog. Bathtub. And she got a picture of the house.
The only
crash at
trace
her
Grandpa
bathroom.
Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom.
And the door is sealed.
It was a pretty big trace.
Yeah. There's a secret in the bathroom.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
So they got like a
Sven
little
gave Sam an old
weapon.
camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Calvin Finch. So Calvin's another person that died. Milton had been here. Like, now how Milton find all these places before us? Oh, Calvin was young. Fort Sound.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin.
Aw. Why would you close off all
And
the
then he never
roads?
talked about him. I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
He got a broke foot. I would be kicking up my
My
broke
brother
foot
said
though.
he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did.
Not. They're very morbid. I can use both feet.
At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again.
So both
And
the
he wasn't.
joysticks control both feet.
I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Now we get somewhere.
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready!
Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that,
Who built this swing on the cliff like this?
Calvin! I'm not gonna tell you again!
maybe if the wind hadn't picked up, then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt. I think he'd already made up his mind.
Who built this
That's what I
swing
wanna
on the
remember
cliff
about
like
my brother.
this? I feel like I'm killing him too. Oh, he went all the way around.
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
The house is a death trap.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Mm-mm.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
So it was
Mom
Edie.
said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
can't get out that way. But he has a top bunk that goes nowhere.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies. Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
I think we should cut it right here because I'm about 40 minutes in. But the house is low-key a death trap so far. That's the summary that I've gotten so far.